Good to see you, judges. Long time no see. Just want to let remind you that my name is still Osama and still get into situations for the name. A couple weeks ago, I was at JFK Airport and a friend I had not seen in years sees me from across the airport and he screams my name in the airport. Straight up, just like, oh my God, it's Osama! Is there a worse thing you can scream in an airport, right? Then he makes it worse. He's like, oh my God, I thought you were dead. Dude, I haven't seen you since September. Bro, where have you been hiding? Ah. I'm freaking out. Every TSA officer looking at me with that face that says Guantanamo Bay, right? So I'm like, okay, let me diffuse situation. Let me show my friend I recognize him. So I gave my friend one of these. But Howie, this looks less like an I know you and more like the plan is a go. Right? He was like, Osama. I was like, commence operation. I get through the gate, but now I'm late to my flight, so I'm running in the airport, right? But Heidi, I'm running with a massive jacket and a huge backpack. Y'all realize how bad a brown dude looks running in an airport with a huge backpack? I looked like a suicide bomber who overslept, right? Just like, oh, first day on the job. And also last day on the job. But I got to Miami with my friends. We're gonna go clubbing. My friends hate clubbing. They hate club music. They're like, yo, club music sucks. And club music does kind of suck, but it's also like the most fun music of all time, right? Like club music is so fun. The DJ could say anything he wants in the beat. As long as he adds a beat drop, it makes it all okay, right? Beat could be like, women shouldn't vote. What? Get back to the kitchen, go, what? Beats are too fun. When that beat drops, so does feminism. Some of y'all skeptical, I'll prove it right now. Heidi, if I called you a tramp, you'd be like, how dare you, right? But if I was like, tramp, 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 you'd be like, well, I do get loose on occasion. Thank you guys so much. That's my time.
Well, I have some good news. Me and my wife, we just had a baby. Yeah, it's beautiful, it's beautiful. But as a man, I did learn two things in the delivery room. The first thing I learned is how much stronger women are than men. That's right, I could never give birth to a baby. Even if I wanted to, I wouldn't. That's right, because you can do things that we just can't do. That's right, we're not strong enough to deliver a baby, you know? The second thing I learned, Howie and Simon, is how useless men are in the delivery room. Oh yeah, that's right. Let me break it down for you. My wife is giving birth to an 8-pound baby boy, and I'm standing next to her going, push, push. Like, what's she gonna do, suck the baby back in? I'm so mad at myself for being useless. Finally, my son comes out. We name him Oliver after my dad. He's crying, he's crying. They put him on my wife's chest. And for the first time that whole night, I was like, I can do something, I can help out. So I take this finger and put it by my baby's hand. And he grabs my finger and stops crying. Then I start crying. Ah! This is what love is. Now, every father watching, you know what I'm about to say is true. As soon as my son touched my finger, I knew I would die for him. I don't even know this dude, but I would die for my son. The first time I see him, the first time I touch him, I would die for my son. Isn't that crazy we do that, fellas? That's right, because we wouldn't do that for our wives.
What?
Oh, I'm feeling the heat from the women. Hey, hang on, let me explain. Ladies, hang on. Look, ladies, the first time we see you or touch you is usually on the first date. No dude in this world is dying for you on the first date. Now, let me make you feel better about the situation. If you're on a first date and a dude looks at you and goes, I would die for you, you better run. Because that dude's about to kill you. But I would die for my wife now, 100%. It took a couple years, but we got there. That's right. If a car jumped the curb and was headed her way, I would push out her way and take the hit myself. That's how much I love her. Because we've all dated people we wouldn't die for, right? That same car jumps the curb, you're like, shh, I guess it was their time, The Lord works in mysterious ways. All right, guys, thank you so much. Thank you.
2.
How are you? How's everybody doing?
How are you, Ty?
Nice to meet you, Ty.
Now that you're here, I'm excited to meet all of you fully now. Even though I've heard,
How much I like
I've heard the
comedians?
reputation, so I'm a little nervous.
How much I just like really good comedians.
There you go.
But I can't wait to see if you're going to make us laugh tonight, and I wish you all the best.
I appreciate the opportunity.
When I first walked into America's Got Talent, I thought, wow, I know how big the show is, and I was excited just to even be on that stage.
I knew I was getting older, by the way, when I started rooting against the kids in scary movies. Now I'm like, your mom and dad told you not to leave the house.
3 yeses, Ty. Well done.
For years, I've been dreaming about this, dreaming about being an entertainer, and now things have come a long way. From being in the military and being a pharmacy tech at a hospital. It's been a long journey.
I'm so proud of you, Daddy.
My kids have been the center of everything that I do. I'm not perfect, but I've always tried to be a great dad. Hopefully, me being on this stage inspires them in whatever they choose to do with their life. For this next performance, the jokes I've been writing haven't been time tested, so I'm not gonna lie, I'm definitely nervous. It's just a lot of competition. Singers, sword swallowers, and all of this type of stuff. I'm like, man, I just got jokes, bro. I don't do any of the extra stuff. But I feel blessed to have another opportunity to show the judges. I wanna be able to continue to do this. Making it to the live shows, that would be amazing. I'm gonna do my best to make it happen.
Thank you so much for tuning in to my garage show. I am excited to be telling jokes again in front of people. I am a dad. I have 2 daughters. Yes. Same mom. Yeah, look at that. That was a weird reaction. It's like, I got kids, so same mom. Are you serious? You better take a picture of him. He's like a black unicorn. I got kids, and here's the thing, by the way, nothing makes you want to stay in shape more than having kids. Because kids have no filter. They just say what they see. My daughter saw me changing my shirt one day. She was like, Daddy, are you full? Yeah, exactly. You ever have a moment where you had to think before you spoke? That was one. Because honestly, when she first said it, my first thought was, did this heifer just call me fat? My oldest, when she was 17, we suggested a part-time job. Said fast food. I worked in fast food. My 17-year-old said, that's beneath me. Beneath you? I was like, were you secretly the CEO of a company? And this is just a hard transition for you? I don't understand. That doesn't make any sense. My kids don't have a concept of money. My youngest asked for some Jordans. Now, let me tell you something. I'm from Chicago and haven't had a pair of Jordans since 1990. And they were $100. But I said, it's my baby, I'm gonna get her some Jordans. $740.
Whoa. Wow.
Yeah, special edition. And it was at that moment I realized that my kid is not that special. I was like, not $740 special. So I'm trying to teach my kids the value of money. So I'm trying to find an electrician who will wire the house to where only the stuff in their rooms don't work. You know, the lights out. Not down here in Pay Billville. Everything working. Thanks a lot, you guys. Ty Barnett, I appreciate you.
I think that you are very funny. On top of being funny, you're a very likable person.
Oh my God!
To be able to deliver what you delivered, people don't realize how hard it is.
Because you need the vibe of the people.
You need the vibe of the people.
I was vibing all the way from here through that
So you're
monitor. I was
wonderful, young
vibing
man.
to you.
I did have laughs. I like what you did, but I think I laughed more the first time on the other stage.
I agree. Look, your first routine was better in terms of material. I could tell you were nervous, but I like people who are nervous because it tells me that they care. The world needs cheering up right now, and I think that's what you just did for us. I'm going to be fighting for you at the end because I think you really are better than even you know.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Let's see what happens later.
Good luck.
All right, appreciate you guys. Thanks a lot.
My name is John Hastings. I'm 34 years young. I'm a stand-up comedian, and I live in Los Angeles.
And look at me.
I am looking at you.
No, you looked at the camera.
I didn't look at the camera. I'm John Hastings. I'm a stand-up comedian. I'm currently sitting down, desperately trying not to look at the camera. I was raised by a single mom. She worked, looking back, an ungodly amount, but was around a lot. I don't really know how she did it. We didn't have a teleporter. Yeah, absolutely amazing woman. So, Mom, I'm backstage at America's Got Talent.
I can't even say how proud I am. My heart is bursting.
I was born 3 months premature with something called dyspraxia, which is a pretty rare disorder. I was born without reflexes and eye-hand coordination. I had the balance of a baby giraffe. So I just grew up this lopsided, uncoordinated O. And so I was picked on. But one day when I was 10, I said a zinger to a bully, and the entire class collapsed in laughter, and he never said it again. Did that lead me to my current profession? That's for psychologists and anyone with ears to really figure out. I'm gonna go on in a few moments and we'll see what happens.
Well, if they don't laugh, tell them I'm coming for you.
I'm incredibly nervous in a weird, excited way, but hopefully it goes well. In the end, stand-up comedy, some people like it and some people don't. It's just annoying that I have potential hecklers with really loud noisemakers in front of them. Hello, guys.
Hello.
How are
Good
you?
evening.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you guys?
Good. What's your name?
My name's John Hastings.
John Hastings.
Yes.
And what do you do?
I'm a stand-up comedian.
Oh, fantastic. How long have you been doing that?
I've been doing it for 14 years.
14 years.
Yeah.
Nothing better than showing up on the biggest talent show on a day when there's no audience. Do you have any rough nights? Any particular rough?
So many rough nights. I mean, let's see how this goes. Like, I've played a gig to 2 guys and a dog, and the dog left, and this is in contention for the weirdest gig I've ever done in my life. Like, he's like, Howie Mandel, Sophia from Modern Family, and Simon Cowell are all here. No one is in this room. Like, I'm not even nervous. I just feel like I took drugs and I'm about to wake up.
I wish you the best of luck.
Thank you,
Enjoy
brother.
yourself. I promise you we're going to be a great audience for you.
Thank you very much. It was nice to chat to you guys for a couple of minutes, have you get to know me. I got a weird vibe when I walk out on stage. I'm 34. I don't look 34. I don't look any age. I just look like I've been through stuff. and 34 is a difficult age because it's not old, but it's old enough that the world's changed. Like, I'm old enough to remember time was you saw a fella with a neck tattoo, well, then you thought, oh, I'm about to see a dead body. Now you see a fella with a neck tattoo, all you think is, oh, this latte is going to be amazing. and you got to do things to stay young. I do things to stay young. I recently borrowed money from my parents. For those of you who never borrowed money from your parents, the crew will know this, the celebrities will not. You have to gather your parents together and go, hello, mother, father, you know how you're supposed to teach me responsibility? Well, you failed, and that comes with a hefty fine. Now, I borrowed the money for a good purpose, brothers and sisters. I was getting married, and someone had to pay for the wedding. And it was nerve-wracking asking them for money. It was nerve-wracking getting married because they say the day you get married is the happiest day of your life. And that is a judgment on my life. I have lived a very exciting life. I once was on a bus and a homeless man farted so loud it knocked over a child. Seeing my girlfriend walk up the aisle of a church will never make me that happy. Not in a million years. Thank you for your time.
I love that. I love that. You're very funny.
Hey, a standing ovation with 3 people and a crew that wants to go home.
That's called reading the room. I love that.
Like that's not a golden buzzer, but that's pretty close.
Good evening, kings and queens. It's been a challenging year. So instead of roasting, I thought I'd read you all a bedtime story. It's called As the World Burns. It was season 15, and across every border, not a creature was stirring due to stay-at-home orders. One furry lobster was especially sad. Without having an audience, how would the peasants get mad? Then he remembered his very special book, the one with all his jokes. Let's take a look. Terry Crews. He acts, he paints, he plays the flute, and much more. It makes me wonder what he's compensating for. Now that Regis is dead, you're my second favorite host. Tyra, if you're watching, I still love you the most. Terry, you're so happy. You're so full of life. You used to be old. Now you're ancient spice. Howie, the first time I was here, you thought I was mean. Really, I was just honored to meet Mr. Clean. Howie hates germs. They cause him much strife. He wrote a book called Don't Touch Me, co-authored by his wife. A 40-year career, that really takes drive when you look like a turtle who's been burned alive. Heidi, you're a wonderful mother. It's easy to see. At least that's what your 6 nannies were paid to tell me. You're direct from the heavens. You make angels sing. You used to fly among them until they clipped your wings. Now you're married for a 3rd time. Isn't that sweet? You could have more rings than Tom Brady if you learn how to cheat. Sofia Vergara, how lovely you are. I don't know what's more supportive, your family or your bra. It takes you hours to get ready, so I'm not trying to be mean, but who did your makeup? A drunk drag queen? When Hollywood kicks you out, don't let it get you down. You'll always have work as a rodeo clown.
Oh, man.
And finally, Simon, this one's for you, Dad. May your recovery be as speedy as that electric bike you had no business riding. Simon, you have a young son. Wow, your life took a turn. When he graduates, you'll be front row in a beautiful urn. Now put on some deodorant. I don't want you to smell. You and I will get sweaty as we fry together in hell. We only roast the ones we love, so trust me when I say, all of you are icons. You inspire me every day. But I've returned to AGT so I can burn it to the ground. So vote for me, America. I've got something even better next round. The end.